Drums, let's go. Cruz Show, Power 106, Travis Barker is here.
Oh, yeah.
Trav, what's good, man? How are you?
Oh, man, chilling.
Dog, it's good to see you, man.
Good to be sane.
You right? Is it good to be alive?
Every day.
Every day,
Yeah,
right?
blessings.
Without a doubt.
Hell yeah. Now, we know you're here with little to no sleep, so we do appreciate that, Trav.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
100%, man. The book, Can I Say, is officially out now. It is a phenomenal read. You have to get
It's
this
so
book, Can I
good.
Say. It's very honest. It's
Very personal.
It's very personal. It's very
Yeah.
graphic, right? Jeff G, the sports dude, was reading the book to his kids.
They're pretty young,
Hey, man, I want
but
them to grow up with real life, bro.
But they should. They
Yeah.
should. Your kids are currently reading the book, Can I Say, out now.
Yeah, they've read some of it. I mean, they were so proud. You know, I got like my first copy, and my son had, busted open the boxes and was already, he's like, Dad's worked 2 years on this. Like, so he knew how much went into it, and he would be at, the sessions where I'd sit down with Gavin Edwards, the guy I wrote the book with.
Yeah.
And he knew the entire get down.
Mm-hmm. Are you worried that they'll get further into the book and read some of the stuff that you've been through?
Nah, I mean, they've already asked questions. They're old enough to go on the internet, so they've
Sure.
like
True.
seen like, hey, Dad, what are you and Snoop smoking in this picture? And I'll be like, well, Dad used to smoke, or Dad, why are you smoking cigarettes and playing the drums at the same time? Oh, well, Dad used to, who's this girl you're kissing in this picture? They're like,
Yeah.
it's to that age to where like, I'm always transparent. I'm always completely honest with them, I don't ever want to lie to them,
Or keep anything from them.
yeah,
Your parents
if
didn't do that,
anything,
right?
It's lessons learned, I can
Absolutely.
teach them,
Yeah.
so it's better to be honest, and I don't really have any skeletons, especially with this book, man. It's so,
Yeah.
Whew.
it's super raw. I was telling you earlier, I was like, I've read so many memoirs where like halfway through I put it down and I'm like, man, this is BS.
The
like
same
this sounds
thing.
like, or just, so like the interview process with everybody, all my friends and stuff was really important to me.
Mhm.
And then, because I read books where I'm like, I wonder if, I wish the book can make eye contact to know if they're
Right,
lying.
right, right,
You can
exactly.
see them look away or whatever.
never know, yeah.
Mine's brutally honest.
And I was going to say, that's one of my favorite parts about this book, because I've read a lot of rock and roll books and a lot of books just about musicians. But to have the interview pieces with your friends in there really adds a lot
That's
of
dope.
life to
I love the
every
quotes,
chapter.
man.
Like,
Yeah.
whether it's Rob or whether it's, the guys from Blink or even your
LD.
exes for
Yeah.
that matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
to have their input on that particular subject in that chapter is just, dude, that's
Yeah.
just a great way to write a book, dude.
And it helped me, I mean, just the other day I was like, there's a story in there where I was really young and I was playing in Laguna Beach at this spot, and there was like, everyone would kind of dog me out because I was like girl crazy, and I'd go home with different girls after shows.
As you
And
should.
yes, sir. So
You signed up for it, man.
Like,
It's not a problem at all.
I had gone home.
That sounds like a great day.
I had gone home with like some like elderly women, like they were old, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? And I was like, dude, she's the psychic, and she's like in my ear saying all this stuff, and she kind of got me like interested. I was like, whoa, I want to
Turned
hear
you
more.
It's like, bro, she's a psychic. I got a boner. I don't know what to think.
And my friend was like, hey man, the only thing you forget is she had told me like, yo, you're gonna be playing in front of thousands of people one day. I'm like envisioning it, but she told my homeboy, she's like, but you're not gonna be there unless you stick with him. I don't see thousands of people screaming for you, and I didn't leave that in the book. Like I didn't even remember it. So like my point is like people would do an interview and I would read it and I'd be like, I don't even remember that.
Right.
And then once I read what their interview, I was like, okay, I remember that, and I remember this, and this, and it just and even when I'd read like first and second drafts,
Yeah.
I'd just read a chapter in the book that was a moment in time, and it would bring back this other memory. So I mean, it's rare you sit down and talk to someone about your entire life. So it was kind of cool that I got to document everything and really
Is it
pull out
therapeutic or does it take you into a very dark place?
At times extremely therapeutic, at times very, very dark, very scary places.
Yeah.
Because it was stuff I never really talked about. I talked to a post-traumatic doctor after my accident, but like even a kid, I lost my mom when I was really young. I didn't really talk to anyone. I just kind of I got really strong.
That was crazy.
I just closed everyone off, and I tried to remain as strong as I could possibly be. So.
Trav, there's so many stories, brutally honest stories in the book, where there's some stories that you just couldn't get out, that you couldn't possibly let anyone know about or just talk about to the person that you're working on the book with?
Well, we made it a point, like we would do interviews and we'd put it in and we're like, if that part just balls someone out or it makes someone look bad or, you think someone's gonna be bummed, let's not put it in the book.
Oh, really?
Yes, I didn't want to like. It wasn't my opportunity to like to dog anyone out, you know. And,
Sure.
And Gavin was really careful about that. So like, you know, I made sure I didn't. I wasn't trying to put anyone down. If anything, the most humiliated person here is me. Through the book, you know, there's like stuff that some people will read and go, oh my gosh, that's like rock star lifestyle, crazy. But like when my one homie Brent Van's talking about my first bachelor party, it's like, whoa, like
Crazy.
That's a great part of the book.
I didn't want that out there, you know. But
You're talking about the threesome with
Talk about
strippers? Being
it.
high as shit?
yeah,
Awesome, man.
stuff like
it.
that. Yeah, stuff like that. But Gavin was like, we've got to be honest. Like, we're
Good,
not going to
good,
change
dude.
anybody's words. It happened. You're still here. Share. You know, so that's kind of that was the process.
You know, and it's finally here too, because I remember the last time you were here and we broke 100 on the Cruise show. And we were talking about the book.
it.
It's officially here now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And we were
Thank
talking
you.
about how personal you get with your stories, but even with the photos, like there's some really graphic photos from your accident and from everything that happened. Yeah, old photos.
All that blood all over your
Graphic.
legs and your skin
Like,
peeling off.
The plane actually, you know, wrecked after. Were you ever questioning, like, maybe I shouldn't put that photo, or I don't want to share that photo? I'm not ready for people to see that.
It was something I avoided in every interview for like 8 years. Like there was a point where I'd hop in an interview and, you know, they'd be talking about normal stuff, an album coming out, and then the guy would look at me and be like, so how do you feel about your plane, you know? And I'd be like,
Bro, how do you
I don't
think
wanna
I
talk
feel
about it.
about the
I'd
plane
walk out of
accident?
interviews like
I know, I've seen those videos where
Yeah.
Travis just gets up and walks out.
The wound was still too new, you know. I wasn't ready to tear the Band-Aid off. So when I
course.
did, you know, when I
Rightfully
did
so.
tell the story, I figured like, what better way to tell the story than in my own book, and like, you know,
No pressure.
No pressure.
And
My
it's
story, not
your
some
story.
random guy trying to like, you know, get stuff from me. And
Right.
and for me, you know, afterwards, I wasn't looking, you know, I wasn't pulling like a sympathy card, like
Exactly.
feel sorry for me. I don't want any of that or whatever. It was just, you know, I just wanted to move on. But now I can kind of, it's been 8 years, and I can kind of share my story. And, you know, that's like one of 200 pictures that are really graphic that will like
There's more that we haven't
make
seen,
you
right?
throw up. Yeah,
Oh
so
my
that was
gosh.
just one, and that was approved by the publisher because they're like, it's not too graphic,
Good.
but they get the
It
idea.
shows enough.
Yeah, it's not pornographic. It's just enough.
Yeah, actually, the picture was pornographic.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, they had
that's
to
the
blur
blur.
out.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
blur.
yeah.
Yep.
Actually, it was.
So it was in the book,
There
and I
you
was
are.
like, yo, you got to do something about
Yeah.
that photo.
Yeah.
There's something
I'm
in there, you
naked.
know?
Travis Barker's obviously talking about the plane crash that he was in with his friends and DJ AM, and it goes into great detail in the book. Can I Say is officially out now. Travis Barker.
good.
Trav, I don't want to bum you out. That's the last thing I want to do, and I think that's the last thing we all want to do. But are there moments where you still talk to AM?
Oh, yeah, man. I talk about it in the book. Anyone that's passed, like, every day is lived, you know, for anybody that's not here with me, especially, like, I mean, I go down the list. It starts with my mom, Adam, Che, Chris, Triggs,
Yeah.
Polly B. You know, I have a list every day. But last night before I hit the stage, you know, I take a moment before I go on, and I just, you know, close my eyes, chill, prepare myself to do whatever I'm gonna do. But yeah, I mean, not a day goes by.
It's like a group text
Yes, it is.
with people that are
Yes,
no
it is.
longer
And
here.
it's
Damn.
Quick meetup with
way
them.
too big, man. It's way too big.
It's brutal,
you know?
man.
Yeah.
Is the process of ending your book difficult? Because it seems like since you have so many stories, like, okay, I'm done. But then, like, you go to the bathroom and then a story pops like, oh, crap, I need to add this. Like, how do you say, like, okay, I need no more stories?
It happened for 2 years. That exact
whole process?
thing. Yeah, the exact process. It would be like, oh, yo, so-and-so wants to talk. You know, I got in touch with Ruben that I knew when I was 8 years old, you know, that I still talk to, or, you know, it just kept going on. So at some point, it's like an album. You know, you could sit
Keep
there and be
adding.
like, oh, but I got another great idea for a song. It's like, nope, you got to cut it off. And I felt like I was really in a good place where I was like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Like, I was very, 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 you know, strict about this being 110% me from all the photos that are shared in there that aren't photos that are on the internet that people already had, or the interviews, or what the artwork looked like. Like Franco Vescavi and my one homie Mark Valancourt did all the artwork.
Yeah.
Like all the splatter is blood from my drum head. Like, it's all real. It's
Crazy.
110% me. It's not me. Like, I say, hey, publisher, here's kind of a couple stories. Go do
Yeah.
your thing.
Yeah.
Like, I
Make it-
rejected their artwork 5 times. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
nah,
yeah.
let my homeboy do it. He's really good at it. You know, and he,
Right,
he gets
right.
me. So that's kind of, I treated it like an album.
That's dope. That's dope.
awesome.
Yeah, man. Are you going to follow it up with another book? I mean, I would imagine there's so many more stories.
Yeah,
And
that
you're
was,
making more stories.
yeah,
Come
we
on.
made
Still
a
doing
couple
it.
stories.
He made a story last night. He made a San Diego, a
Put
movie.
that in the book.
Yeah, I think you know, from this point on, I will. You know, I'll tell the other half. It was like I had so many close calls from, you know, the plane crash to,
Sure.
you know, pre-cancer to, you know, getting, you know, carjacked, to getting,
Gun to your head.
yeah,
Wives,
shot up at a
kids.
house, you know,
Yeah,
like whatever.
yeah.
It's just like, yeah, I had a couple ex-wives that probably wanted to kill me too.
Sure.
Throw 'em in there.
Throw him in there.
So yeah, I felt like it was time to get my story out, and then everyone does it when they're like 70 years old, and it's like
Yeah.
a money grab. Like this wasn't
Right.
a money grab for me. This
That's
is
dope.
like this is
Yeah, this
to
isn't-
help people. Like
yeah.
don't make the same mistakes I did.
This
like,
isn't
learn from
Dancing
me.
with the Stars, man.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? I'm doing
No
this
Dancing
now.
with the
Yeah.
Stars.
Was there another title for the book that you were thinking about, or was it always Can I Say?
Once we had picked that photo, everyone like Can I Say said so much.
Because it sticks out. You know, you're talking about the
Yeah.
banner on your chest, right?
Yeah, it's like a play on words too. I mean, it's really from an old punk rock band called Dag Nasty. It was like one of my favorite albums and songs growing up. And
The song was
then-
called Can I Say?
Yeah. And then they were like, "Well, you got to have a subtitle too." I was like, "What? You got to have 2 titles?" And
Title
then-
for the title?
yeah.
2 titles.
Yeah, it's too
So we
much.
threw around stuff, and they had Living Life, Cheating Death, and then I was like drums, drums, drums. Like it all for me, like drums was something I learned at a young age.
Yeah.
Like where like for example, when my mom passed away, I was confident at playing the drums. That was like my outlet, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I just it needed to be a huge part of the book.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Do you ever think back and just and cry to yourself about this stuff? And again, I'm not trying to bum you out here, but I'm just very interested. I would read the book and just cry myself to sleep. It would bum me out
yeah,
if it was my story.
the last you know the last version of it before it got printed, I mean I still got chills and I
Of
still got
course.
teary-eyed. And then you know just knowing like a week before the book came out, it was days before the book came out, I had a rough day. Just I knew it would all be out there and I'd have to speak on it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right.
It's like one thing to
Like
share
now.
it, but then I know like, hey, I'm gonna be at Larry King, or I'm gonna be with Good Morning America, and they
Sure.
might ask me something that's gonna get me choked up, or
course.
that might open an old wound,
Mhm.
you know. And I just had to be prepared for it. But yeah,
My man, that's not
idea of
easy.
it,
That
yeah.
you're so strong for that, man.
yeah.
Was the most difficult part talking about the plane crash when you sat down and did it? Like, okay, the whole process looking back, was that the most?
It was my mom passing away, the plane crash, Little Chris and Che passing away, the 2 pilots, Adam passing away a year later, and then you know that's pretty much it. My relationship with my kids, my dad, those were all you know things that were really
Yeah.
mean a lot to me. It's not just like pages in a book. It's like
Yeah.
that's what I trip on. It's like pages in a book to someone, but it's really my life story.
Yeah, your blood is in this book, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought you
Really?
were very brave to say. I mean, that at the time and after the crash in the hospital, that you were on suicide watch. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many things going on in your life, and the recovery and the drugs involved in the recovery and everything. I mean, you were in a really fragile state, man. I mean, that brought emotion to me when I read the book.
Yeah, there was a point in the hospital where 65% of my body was burnt, so I couldn't even have visitors, and that
Jeez.
was tough. So I couldn't see my kids. I was waking up during surgery, swinging on doctors because my pain meds weren't right.
Oh no.
I was kind of wrapping around my head around that Chris and Che might be gone, but people weren't really being totally
Oh, you didn't know right
transparent
away,
with me.
right?
Yeah, like they were afraid to tell me stuff, and I was just
Oh, geez.
I was
Damn, that's
overhearing
tough.
doctors going like, we have to amputate his leg. We might have to amputate his leg if these next 2 surgeries and this blood transfusion doesn't go well. And those days were just tough.
You need that leg for the bass drum, bro.
Yes,
You know what
yes.
I'm saying, bro? We need the
So,
leg,
yeah.
bro.
But they checked me real quick. They took my phone out the room.
Of course,
And then I didn't have-
yeah, hell
Then
yeah.
I was like, they had to check me a couple of times in there. I was sort of a mess.
Yeah.
you know?
Yo, Trav, do you ever feel like you're on borrowed time?
I did right afterwards.
Mhm,
Right
mhm.
after the
I mean,
accident. But I
yeah.
had Adam to chop it up with, and we were like, yo, we're here for a reason.
Yeah.
We
make
had
it count
survivor's
now.
guilt. Yeah, we had
Survivor's guilt.
That's
Yeah,
gonna suck.
we
That's gotta
had
suck.
that super tough with the
Mhm.
2 pilots that passed away.
Of
and
course.
Chris and Che. and but it was hard. I've said it before. It was hard. I couldn't go see a therapist and be like, hey, have you been in a plane crash and lived through it? And 65% of your body's burnt and you buried 4 people. Like, no one could relate.
No way. That's a lot of
that
information.
Was tough.
Man.
Only Adam.
Yeah.
And then once Adam passed, then I was like, "Are you sure it wasn't supposed to be me?"
Yeah, you start questioning.
It's like Final Destination.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, man.
And then it's just you just accept, like, I'm supposed to be here. Concentrate on making everyone who has passed on, like, proud, and
your work isn't
do
done.
what they would do. Yeah, do it for them. So
man, and live for the kids.
Yeah, and my kids and my dad, like, they were so supportive and kept me, on the up and up. Like, Pops has a way of checking me, where he's like, like, he doesn't have to check me, but I know, like, I got to be a man, and then I got to overcome stuff for my kids because I can't. They can't see me weak.
How's Pops feeling? Is he okay? He's doing good?
Yeah, he's actually
hanging
in my
there?
house right now.
Is he really?
Yeah,
man.
I
Yeah.
spend as
Pops.
much time with him as I can.
That's right, man.
It's probably an obvious question, but you just unleash on the drums with all that life in the back of your head?
Yeah, I feel horrible when I don't play the drums. If I go, like, the last 2 weeks I didn't play much. I have a tour coming up, so I know I get to play every day, but those are the days, like, it's like some people don't feel right if they don't hit the gym. Well, I don't feel right if I don't hit the drums. I just
Anxiety.
feel something's a little
Yeah.
off. It's just weird.
Like a little drummer
I
high.
hear you.
Yeah, it's a trip.
I don't care if I miss the gym because I never go.
You feel fine.
I never go.
I wanted to talk about back to the plane crash, because obviously you travel a lot, but
Yeah.
you don't travel in planes. Do you think you'll ever get to that point where you can fly again?
I've kind of left it up to my kids. When they're ready to fly, I'm ready to fly.
Very cool.
But I feel weird because of what happened to me, like getting on a plane without them. It's like, it just, if the idea that something might happen, it's just too weird.
And even in the book, you talk about that you didn't like flying, that you had, like, your lucky pants, you had a rock.
I had, like, a rosary, my mom's rosary. I hated it. And I got drunk when I was like 19. And with my manager, this band Feeble that I was in, and I got drunk and I told him I was going to die in a plane crash.
What?
So
Yeah.
weird.
Crazy.
Yeah. And I didn't even remember that. That was a story that was in his interview. He's like, do you remember that? And then after he said it, I was like, yeah, I do remember. It's the weirdest thing. He had hit me right after the crash and had sent me an email going, do you remember when you said this? Like, I have chills right now. So just weird stuff. And I wondered, did I put it out in the atmosphere? Like, did I jinx myself?
I know, right? I know.
I don't know,
Were you
man.
watching La
I don't know.
Bamba at the time, maybe?
Right? I don't know.
Why you thought
how
that?
that works, but yeah, and I was scared to death. I mean, that's where my drug abuse started. Is medicating myself to fly.
Yeah.
That's
I was going to
crazy.
say that
Yeah.
seemed
Yeah,
like
dude.
that in the book,
Yeah.
and you seem very ritualistic or superstitious because your ex would kiss your
Yeah,
hands,
she would
kiss
have
the
to kiss
drumstick.
you.
Like you
Yeah.
seem like that.
That's also OCD as well, right?
Well,
I
yeah.
mean,
And probably a little bit of
yeah.
fear, like
Yeah.
inside, right, for those type of things, and you would do things to make yourself feel better, right?
Always. I mean, I had this thing where I'd close my eyes before a flight and say my prayers, and I would
I do that.
imagine
I
this
still do that.
line, this weird line, and that day it wasn't there. It was just weird, and some people call it superstitious.
I
but
hear you.
I had so many, like, gut feelings about the flight before I got on it that were
That's
all
crazy.
You
completely
detail those
wrong.
in the book, and I didn't know
Completely
any of
wrong.
that.
And everybody was high at the moment,
Chris
right?
did too. I mean, Adam was 12 years sober, so he wasn't.
Okay.
I got to take the credit for that one.
My man.
I was loaded, but that was I would get loaded to get on the plane, loaded to stay on the plane, loaded to stay wherever
Dude.
the show brought me and stay in that country to tour, combination of getting on a plane and staying away from my kids, I needed to be medicated 24/7.
That's
I know the
crazy.
feeling. I feel like I should be medicated when I'm driving near big ass trucks on the freeway.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
stuff like that.
I
Yeah.
freak out, dog. I freak out. I
you'll
can't
see,
do
you'll
it.
see me like hop 4 lanes. I stay
What?
away from the diesels. Yeah.
Bro, I'll jump out of the
That's
car while it's
crazy.
moving, dog. I don't want
Yeah.
none of that truck near me,
Really?
bro. I want no
Me
part of that, man.
Yeah.
I take my motorcycle through him, bro. Just go fast.
See, dog, you're crazy, man. You're crazy. The book is Can I Say? It's officially out now. Dude, thank you so much for coming out for the Power 16 All-Star Celebrity Basketball
That
game,
was
too,
amazing.
man.
Yeah, I had a
So much
blast.
fun.
It was lit
So
out
fun.
there, man. We had a
Yeah.
good time. Your kids were out there dancing, having a great time.
They didn't want
Yes,
to leave.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
Travis was chilling. He's like, I'm going to stay until they want to.
Travis on a drum.
Yeah, like I should have probably broke out after I played, but they wanted to, and it was good, man. There was it was cool to see how many talented basketball players there were. you
Yeah,
know?
right?
Like
Yeah.
artists.
Like Chris Brown's
Yeah.
like
Well, it was Chris
Ball and
Brown's
skills.
game.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, man,
It was Chris Brown versus
Killed it.
everybody.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And we actually played a little hand in a little matchmaking at the game too.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, man, we're just looking out as homies, bro. You know what I mean? We knew that would work out, so we we fixed it that
Why
way. You know
not?
what I mean?
We did that for you.
Yeah, who paid for the cheerleader to be there? It's like, come on, you guys.
Crystal
And
B.
it's
Yeah,
like-
that was
Crystal
I actually
Crystal B got that
requested,
done.
Yeah,
Yep.
that she show up in a cheerleading uniform.
Yeah,
and-
because Crystal interviewed her a couple days before, like a
Right.
week before, and was like, "Yo, you got to come out as
be
a
our
cheerleader."
cheerleader.
And she agreed.
Whoa.
And
I
it
didn't
was
think she was gonna do it, and she was so down.
How
and I was
hot did she
so
look in that-
happy
in that
she did it.
cheerleader uniform, though?
Amazing.
Woo.
Rita Ora, hot.
hot, bro.
He knows.
down.
Hey, he knows.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
Trav.
she was stunning.
Yes.
Stunning that day.
Right. Yeah, Trav. Have you met Rita Ora yet?
I have. I took a photo with her there.
What a nice
Oh,
girl,
yeah.
right?
That photo ended up everywhere,
What a
by
nice
the
girl.
way.
She
Yeah,
looks
that
like
was-
she'd be a good kisser too. I'm
You
just
know,
gonna go ahead and throw
the
that out
homie
there.
Willie T, I was like, I don't know what I was doing. It was right before we played. He's like, hey, have you met Rita? Take a photo together. And then,
That picture
And then it was
went
everywhere.
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right?
But it's weird, like sometimes you it's like, I don't know what what is it, like 6 degrees of separation? Like
Yeah.
you don't know each other, but then like,
You kind of know each other.
something small like that, you spend a minute with each other and it's like, yeah, I want to get to know that person.
Sure,
Whatever,
sure.
You know?
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, it is. And those are the ones that are always the best, like the ones you're not expecting it. It's
I know. I
You
love
just
when I
meet
meet chicks, man. I
naturally.
mean, I'm engaged, but I love meeting chicks.
Nah, she's cool.
Awesome, man.
You ever stop and realize how easy it is for you to get not disrespecting her,
Here
but
we
you
go.
ever stop to realize how easy it is for you to get asked, like being a star
go.
celebrity?
Here we go.
Because I always want to know what that mindset is.
Hey,
Like,
Trav, have you met
I
Todd the Hater?
I took
It's a compliment.
I took full advantage of it in my book. Like,
Oh, yeah, you got it.
like,
That's crazy.
I mean, not in my book, but in my younger days.
During
like,
the
I was-
Blink days, bro?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
I mean, who knew what a condom was, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Aquabad, Blink, you name them all, man. Every
It
band.
didn't, but that's how I am. Like, I was always girl crazy, and I've only been in maybe 2 relationships. But I always was like.
was it always easy, or the stardom helped out?
Nah, I mean, even when I was a youngster, I
Yeah,
just.
look at him, man.
Yeah. I
Skinny,
was girl
good-looking
crazy.
kid.
He's like,
He plays
"Yeah, I got it
drums.
all the time."
How old were you when you got your first tattoo?
15.
15,
Oh, there you
bro.
go.
Yeah, bro.
The
He's
girls
getting
wanted a
ass
piece
left
of it.
and right,
yeah.
man.
But then you're talking about your son that he's 12 and he's hanging out with older girls too. Do you see
Yeah.
you in him?
I mean, he's the ladies' man for sure. He's
My
a
man.
hustler. Like, it scares me.
Hell yeah, he's got an
Yeah.
R&B album coming out next week.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Yeah.
Deucing the ladies.
He's a trip. But yeah, I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Because
But
that was you.
I have them both in boxing. Both of my kids like are in
Good,
boxing,
good.
and jiu-jitsu, like
Good.
Good deal, good
But,
deal. Unfortunately, they'll never have to deal with what you had to deal with as far as like using your boxing skills and stuff like that. Like they'll never be jumped like the way you were and the way I was.
Yeah.
But
It doesn't go down like
it's-
that no more, right?
Yeah, no
Yeah,
way. But it's
no.
good to have them in those sports and stuff like that and keeping them active and stuff like that. But I think your kids already want tattoos, right? I mean, they're already talking about it.
I mean, when my son was like, I think he was like 9 or 10, and I think I had my buddy Chewy Quinton already came out to New York to tattoo me before I got on the Queen Mary 2. And Landon couldn't wrap his head around why he couldn't get a tattoo. Like, Dad, I just want something small. Don't trip.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Don't trip.
He's like,
Don't trip,
Landon,
Dad, I got this.
I'll go to jail. You can't do. No one's gonna see it, Dad. No one's gonna see. He's like, just trying to talk me into it, and it's just believe me.
No one's gonna see it.
Yeah. But
As a kid, all you want is for
It's
people to
the-
see
yeah.
it.
he
you
told me
wanna
the
show
other
it
day,
off.
he's like, I'm gonna have tattoos like you and look kind of scary, just whatever.
Hell
It's
yeah.
like, there you go.
yeah.
He
Hey.
wants his head tattooed. He
Bro,
wants
that's
everything.
parenting
Wow.
goals as fuck,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Travis, you know what I wanted to ask you really quick is I'm sure you get a lot of kids that want to play drums and want to get tattoos
Look
and
up
look
to
like
you.
you. Yeah, look up to you. They walk up to you all the time, right? And they probably ask for advice on tattoos and drumming and life and stuff like that. What do you say to that kid?
I explained to them, number one, like playing the drums for me was something I loved and I would have done for free. And I guess the goal was like, my only goal was to find a way to get paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like be rich and famous, be, whatever else.
Right.
So I tell them, because a lot of people are reading the book and going, yo, I want to do what you did. Like
Yeah.
0 plan Bs, 0 to fall back on.
That's it.
Do what
Just
I
make
love.
it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, as long as you're willing to do it at whatever level, not expecting to be, with the highest expectations.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
do it because you love it. But
For
I mean,
sure.
I met tons of people, that'll. I mean, Wiz Khalifa, the first time I met him, was like, I got tattooed because of you. You know what I
That's
mean?
dope,
So
man.
it's
That's
like
dope.
people have said it,
Coming
and,
from Wiz.
and I heard your story. Like you didn't want to take an out. You wanted to,
Yeah.
completely do away with an out.
That's dope. And Wiz Khalifa will be at Cali Christmas. Buy
Yes, he
tickets now.
will.
Power106.com.
There he
Is fame a burden sometimes, Travis?
I mean, I'd sound like a little whiny baby if I said that.
You can say
know?
whiny bitch. It's all good.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't even think about it.
Good.
Never.
Awesome, man. Listen, we have a huge fan of yours. Her name is Lindsay from Monterey Park. She's on the phone. Good morning, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
Good morning.
Hi,
Hey,
Lindsay.
You're on with your Man Crush Monday. Travis Barker, say hi. Say good morning.
Good morning, Travis.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Great.
All right, here's the deal. Lindsay loves Travis Barker, so we're going to play true or false with Travis Barker facts. Or are they? They're all from the book as well, right? Can I Say, which is out now, Barnes & Noble,
get it.
everywhere where they sell books, seriously. All right, so we're going to play true or false with you, Lindsay. You should know
let's
this,
do it.
or you should know these questions or the answers to these questions because you are in love with Travis Barker. Am I
Huge
right?
fan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, and this is for Cali Christmas tickets?
Yeah, she's got to get 3 out of 5 right to get Cali Christmas tickets,
Okay.
man.
Oh,
So
man. Okay.
All right, here
Come
we
on,
go.
Lindsay.
Lindsay, I'm nervous as well, but not for the same reason. I just don't know how to read too good, so we're going to figure this out together. Okay, Lindsay?
Okay, let's do it.
All right, we ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Question number 1. Travis Barker once had a threesome with 2 strippers, and the condom broke during the session. True or false?
Oh, true.
Yes! Yes! Easy call. We're almost there. Oh, by the way, she's got to get 5 correct, right?
yeah,
5
people are
correct.
running out right now going, damn, I got to get that book, bro.
Yes. Can I say out
Three
now?
out of 5.
Three
Out of 5. Sorry. Told you, man. Okay, here we go. Lindsay from Monterey Park for Cali Christmas tickets. Travis Barker is here. Famous Stars in Strapped was originally called Voltron Crew. True or false?
False.
That is true.
Oh,
Got that
Got it,
one.
Lindsay.
that one, man.
Come on. It was Voltron Crew, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're super into Wu-Tang, you said in the book? Yeah.
Oh, like
Voltron.
like crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Doesn't Warren G mention that? Chilling
Yeah,
with the Voltron,
Voltron crew.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Got it. All right, Lindsay, Monterey Park, you ready?
You need 2 more.
You need 2 more. Don't F this up, okay?
Oh, no.
Can I Say is in stores now. It's a great book. Travis Barker is here. Cruz show. All right, question number 3. Travis used to smoke weed with Gwen from No Doubt while they were on tour. True or false?
Yes.
Yes. True.
Lindsay, that's amazing, by the way.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
What's a
that's a
high
great
Gwen
story.
Stefani like?
You know, I was so like just well behaved around her because I had such a crush on her as a kid.
Dude,
And
I
talk
know,
about
right?
it in my book. Like
Yeah.
You don't want to
we
say nothing
played-
stupid or say
played
nothing
the same
goofy.
like battle of the bands. So everyone was like, "So yo, when you guys were on tour together, did you tell her?" And I was like, "No, I couldn't. Like
But you're such a
fanboy
ladies'
out."
man. I feel
Yeah,
like
won't she
it
like
would be
naked?
so
No,
easy
I'm gonna
for
tell you right now.
There's
Travis
certain-
Barker is a quiet killer. I'm telling you
Yeah,
right now.
There's certain. I mean, I don't know. There's just certain girls that I just have to be a complete
Show it.
gentleman. I don't know, and I always. I think
awesome,
I
dude.
had a crush on her for too long to ever say anything.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I just had to take like just enjoy smoking weed with her.
There you go. There you go. Who's your WCW now?
Oh, I can't answer that question.
Don't burn him out.
Well played. All right, Lindsay, you
It'll be in
ready?
The next book.
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Next question. Travis's first check from Blink 182 was for $5,000. True or false?
False.
Yes.
Good job.
Okay.
How much was the check, Travis?
It was $3,000.
$3,000.
Really
Not
close.
$3,000. Did you
Wow.
think, okay, this is it. I've made it after $3,000?
I mean, nah. I had a Cadillac I wanted. I went and bought a Cadillac.
You love cars.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
I loved. I mean, I always had a thing for like old cars. So yeah, but I didn't know. I mean, I was confident. Like I said, my only goal was to have enough money to like eat and sleep somewhere.
Yeah, and buy a little weed,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So I'd come up big time.
Hell yeah,
You know,
$3,000
for
is
me.
like, yo,
Go get a
I'm
car.
out here now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Balling.
We balling. Let's
Yeah.
go.
But half of that went to start Famous Stars and Straps.
Yes,
Like you
yeah.
said, half
That's
and the other
amazing.
half
Which is a
went to
great
the company.
move.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. By the way, she won, right? Lindsay's going to
That's
Cali
it.
Christmas. Lindsay!
Good job, Lindsay.
Hell yeah. Hey, Lindsay, do you have any questions for Travis Barker? He's sitting right here.
Not a question. I just want to tell you I was at your signing on Tuesday. It was great seeing you again. Your book so far is incredible. I love all of the detail and how much it's just so you, like just raw, everything. I think it's incredible, and I absolutely love it. So thank you for putting this out.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot to me.
That's very cool, right?
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
That is so cool.
That's crazy because fans like that have been like your fans are seriously knowing everything about you. Like you're sharing stories that you've never told before.
Well, now they'll
Yeah.
feel like they really know you, right?
Right.
So when they walk up to you, they're gonna, that can get a
Yeah.
little weird too.
Yeah, I mean, I love that they know, like, I'm not coming with that BS, though. Like,
Yeah,
it's like,
straight
For
up.
those that know me, they're like, I mean, I think they have a really, really good idea that this is you know what I mean? This is so raw. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And that's how I want to be with my fans. And that's, like I said, that's why I spent 2 years writing the book.
Very cool. You know what we got to do? Field trip to his restaurant.
Let's do
It's
it.
Yeah,
so
we've been
good.
there.
Yes,
Me
we
and
do.
Crystal been
Let's
there.
go.
Really
Let's
good.
go. Jeff, you been there? We got to go, man.
I've never been there. No.
What's
He's
on the
invited
menu,
me
Trav?
several
So
times.
good.
It's a vegan restaurant. It's called
haven't.
Crossroads.
Yeah, it's a plant-based restaurant on Melrose and Sweets. Are called Crossroads.
Is there a green cross outside of it?
Nope, there's
Oh,
two.
well, you said plant-based,
It's actually
so-
dope. Civ from the punk rock band Gorilla Biscuits,
Mm-hmm.
and he was in another band called just Civ. He's a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
He actually did the daggers, like the two.
Oh, that's dope. By the way, he's a savage, by the way. Is that okay to say?
Yes.
Okay, good. good. I just want to make sure people know.
It's so good though, and they have a full bar, so
Yeah?
we're
Yep.
good.
Full bar?
Really
Yeah.
good wine.
Vegan joint
Yeah.
with a bar?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Really good food.
What should I get there, Crystal?
I had the calamari there, and it's vegan. So
Vegan
it's,
calamari,
yeah,
I'm into it.
It's really good.
I like that, bro. You down, Jeff?
I'm
Let's
in.
go,
Let's
man.
go, man.
Hell yeah, man.
All
on,
right.
on Sundays there's chicken and waffles.
There you go.
It's
There you
so
go.
good.
Chicken and waffle. Is there menudo?
No menudo.
We'll add it.
We're going to get
We'll
there.
work
We're going to
on
get
it.
there,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Travis Barker is here.
Mexican one.
Hey, the book, if you can read, it's called Can I Say? It's out now. Get the book. No, I say that because, shoot, I can barely read. But I'm just saying, man, the book is out now. It is brutally honest. It's a very colorful book.
It's all of Travis.
Absolutely.
And
This
even if
is
you can't
Travis.
read.
This is intimate Travis,
Yeah.
right? Seriously, man. Congratulations
There's a
on
lot
everything.
of pics too.
Yeah, even if you can't read.
Pictures, absolutely.
Photos.
That's what I
Gang of
appreciate.
pictures,
Yes,
yeah.
man. I mean, there's pop-up pics. The pic with his legs all bloody, it pops out, bro.
Yeah.
And thanks for the shout out, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I haven't had a chance to say that, but thank you.
Wait, I know, Crystal, you don't want to say, so I'll do it for you, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Well, in the book, you have the thank yous, and you were so cool to thank Jeff G. Power and Crystal B.
E-Man.
In the E-Man, but the book, it says, thank you, Crystal V.
but
Is it really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in the V.
Oh, that's cold as ice.
But this is But this is why, because we're both vegan. So
Yeah.
I was like, that's a joke between me and Travis.
Yeah.
duh.
Right,
Because
right,
he
yeah.
calls me
Right,
Crystal
that's
V,
right.
and
Yeah.
nobody knew that.
That's bullshit.
No, this. I'll fix it on the second round.
There it is.
My man.
Just put Crucial. Just put Crucial. Keep it simple.
I still love it.
It was actually like the week everything got turned in. I wasn't even finished with my thank you list.
Yeah.
So like there was people who didn't make it in the RIPs. I was really bummed.
Oh, yeah.
Did
that's
people hit
right.
you up like, hey, man, no shout out?
Well,
No,
if,
they passed away.
if they're, yeah, they can't. If they died. Celebrities.
But no.
Bro, I just came back from being there to talk to you, bro.
yeah.
I met other
But yeah,
celebrities.
so I got to flip it, and even my amazing publicist sitting right here.
There she is.
I had,
Shout
I
out,
had
Jenny.
left her out, so yeah, Jenny Wyman, she helped me so much. With
Oh, no. Jenny, you got left out the book? That's why she's sitting on the floor. Look at her. She's all sad.
She's in her feelings.
Pobrecita. Hey, and we're still working on music, right, Trav? I mean, come on.
Oh my gosh, so much. Yeah. I just finished an album with the guys in Anti-Mask, which was Cedric and Omar from Mars Volta.
Yeah.
I started
That's
tour.
so
wait for that.
dope.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
great. So I started tour with them. Gosh, in like a week. I need to learn those songs. And then I just worked on Games album. I have a record called Outside on there.
Yeah.
That has E40 and Easy E's son, Little Easy,
Mm-hmm.
and Marcus Black. And then I also have my own album that I'm working on.
Yeah.
I have a Blink album that I'm working on.
Jesus.
And a Transplants album that's about
They have a million albums
Awesome.
coming out.
Anything else?
It's like I'm working on a photo album as well on my side. You know, on the
I
side.
would love a photo album.
Right.
For real though. That'd be so
Photos,
dope.
yeah.
That'd be so dope. Arts and crafts at the Barkers.
Yeah, that's what basically my Can I Say book was gonna turn into if they didn't put the beat down on me and be like, no, you can only put X amount of photos.
Because at that point it turns into a coffee table book,
yeah,
right?
but I love that,
I love that too, man. Travis Barker, congratulations on all caps everything.
Everything.
Thank you.
Seriously,
Thank you,
man.
guys.
Trophy emoji for Travis
Thanks
Barker.
for always supporting.
Hell yeah,
you know?
praying hands emoji for
Always.
Travis Barker. Straight up, man. Yeah, man. You know, you have a home here. You know, it's nothing but support here. You know that, right, Travis?
I mean,
Always.
yeah, I always love coming and talking to you guys. I
Yeah.
always love.
No politics, bro. No bullshit, man.
No.
This is your house.
I love bringing records to you guys.
Thank you.
everything, You know?
motherfucking Travis Barker.
Yeah.
Cruz Show. Power
Can I
106.
say?
Thanks, dog. Can I say
Yes.
the book is out now?
Go get it.
Get the priest drunk, man. Hey, man.
Hold on, y'all.
Covering it with a
wait,
Bible.
before we go, let me pull up my Snapchat, man. I got to get on Snapchat.
Yeah, we got to get that on Snapchat.
Get it on
You know I got
Snapchat.
5 million followers on the Snapchat.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Okay, you're stunned now?
What's your Snapchat game?
AR. Pull him up.
Pour 'em up. Are you
Let's go.
Oh, no.
That's
We're
gonna
trying to get the
happen.
priest drunk on the Cruz
I don't even do
Show.
it.
Power 106.
That is not what.
Yo.
Hey, yo. Hey, let me tell y'all. Hey, it's holy water, man.
Special thanks to Robert Wayne Footwear and Doc Martin.